Here with another Formcheck February. If you would like your video reviewed, then comment Formcheck below. Now we start off with a solid unrack here. Both feet under the bar, nice and braced, standing up out of that. Small change that I'd make to the walkout would just be to not lift the feet so much and sort of shuffle back. It'll just be a little bit more efficient. Then we have a nice brace, takes a big breath, tucks those ribs down nicely. Here we can see as she descends, the bar starts to shift forward already on the way down, and then on the way up, it kicks forward even more before she stands up. If we put a bar tracker on that, we can see that each rep has this little elliptical bar path to it, whereas ideally we have it more or less straight up and down. So I think there are two things happening here. First is the common case of having a high bar position, but using like a low bar body position. So we either need to steer this towards a high bar or towards a low bar. So by dropping the bar down into a low bar position, we could keep the same overall body position, but the bar would maintain more over midfoot. Or we can keep the bar position, but then we need to get the knees further forward over the toes and we need to stay more upright. So we can see your heels lifting a little bit here at the bottom. So if we want to go the high bar route, we probably need to use a little bit of heel elevation to get those knees further over the toes. And the second thing here is that the bars are already shifting forward during the eccentric, and then that's bleeding over into the start of the concentric. This is one of the reasons that I use so many pause squats and pin squats with my athletes. It's because it creates a defined point between the eccentric and the concentric where we can pause, regain ourselves, reposition a little bit if needed, and then start the concentric clean. With enough practice, the eccentric will always end in the same spot with no horizontal bar momentum, and that way the concentric will be able to start cleanly even without the pause. So my main recommendations here would either be to move that bar down into a low bar position and maintain a similar body position to what you already have, or to keep the bar in the high bar position, but aim to get ourselves more upright, use a little bit of heel elevation, and turn it into a high bar. I think the easiest way to practice this will be as a pin squat. So move those safeties up to the very deepest point of your squat, slowly lower down, touch onto the safeties. You can shift forward or back a little bit at the bottom if needed, if you've ended up too far forward. And then as you start the concentric, push your torso up back into the bar so the bar stays on top of your midfoot, so that when you push with your legs, instead of you popping out under the bar like you are currently, the bar goes straight up. We only have a couple of days left in February, so if you would like your lifts reviewed, then comment Formcheck below.